Tonight, a local woman found dead with a gunshot wound to the head just outside an SUV in a quiet Encino neighborhood. Eyewitness News reporter Tim Caputo there live now with new information and word of an arrest. Tim.
That's exactly right, Mark. LAPD giving an update a short time ago saying they have one man in custody. It's actually the victim's husband in this case. They say actually when officers were pulling up to the scene responding to those shots fired, they saw a man running away from the scene on Ventura Boulevard. They've taken him into custody in a shooting that has shocked this entire neighborhood. LAPD says a woman in her late 50s was shot and killed in the middle of the street in Encino.
I called my wife right away, right? I was like, I just heard gunshots, and she said she had just heard women screaming from our backyard.
Right around 7:30, those living near Hesperia Avenue, south of Ventura, say they heard multiple gunshots.
Left the house with my dog and got across the street and heard 5 gunshots. Sounded a lot. It could have been fireworks, but it sounded much more like gunshots, which is not something we hear around here very often. Or ever, I should say.
Police say the victim's 65-year-old husband was quickly taken into custody.
And what we've later learned is what we believe is that this is a suspect of the shooting that we have here. So what I can say is this appeared to be an isolated incident of domestic violence.
Investigators haven't revealed what led up to the shooting, but neighbors tell me it happened right in front of a synagogue that's nestled in the middle of this neighborhood, run out of a house here. LAPD hasn't said if or how the couple is connected to the synagogue, but we've seen several people associated with that house of worship come up and down that taped-off street. Those living in this neighborhood say outside of a few break-ins here and there, there's rarely crime here.
This is pretty quiet, pretty safe, and you see people walking around here like around 11 o'clock, walking their dogs, and no problems. But that's what I love about this area. But having seen that tent up there is like surreal.
And that tent is still up and the scene is still taped off. The medical examiner just showed up a short time ago. LAPD also mentioned that the couple, the victim and the husband, do not live in this neighborhood. And again, I asked about a motive, but at this point they said it's just too early in the investigation to know. We're live tonight in Encino. Tim Caputo, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Tim, thank you. Hello, I'm Mark Brown. Get more great ABC 7 content by clicking the subscribe button for our YouTube channel. And download the ABC 7 Los Angeles streaming app on Fire TV, Android TV, Apple TV, and Roku to watch on your TV.